Welcome friends, today again I am here for giving you a new tech news. So let's get started. The news is President Trump threats Apple company that Mac in the US or pay tariff. So why this warning given by the President Trump and what's the consequences happen in the coming future? Let's get started. The President Donald Trump rejected Apple's company bid to avoid tariffs on some computer parts it manufactures in China, saying the company should instead make the components in the US. The Cupertino, California-based technology giant has asked the Trump administration to exclude key components that make up the forthcoming Mac Pro high-end desktop computer from 25% import tariffs, weeks after planning to relocate production of the line to China from Texas. An Apple spokesperson declined to comment, but the company previously said that finally assembly is only one part of the manufacturing process. The new Mac Pro will be manufactured in China, a person familiar with the company's plans said last month, shifting production of what had been Apple's only major device assembled in the US. Apple's request for a tariff exemption confirms that plan. The previous design that had been built in Texas since 2013, making it the only major Apple product exclusively built in the US. The new model was announced in June and will go on sale later this year, starting at $5,999. Apple filed requests for exclusion from 25% tariff on 15 components or products. There's an open comment period until August 1 before the administration would consider the requests, and the company has 7 days to reply to each comment. The requests have started to draw opposition from the public. An online comment posted by Bill Smith said Apple willingly elected to move production to China knowing that tariffs were in place. Further, they said if Apple wishes to avoid tariffs, it should continue to manufacture in the US. If it does not want to pass the cost of tariffs on to the customer, Apple can hold its prices constant. Separately, Trump has encouraged Apple's chief executive officer Tim Cook to move options from China to the US. Larry Kudlow, Trump's chief economic advisor, told reporters on Friday at the White House. The Mac Pro has historically been one of the Apple's lowest volume computers, and given its already high price point, the tariffs on this particular product should not have a significant impact on Apple's bottom line. The company reports earnings on July 30, and company executives are likely to be asked about Apple's supply chain in light of trade tensions between the US and China. Apple is also seeking duty exclusions on its Magic Mouse and Magic Trackpad, complementary devices for operating the computer, as well as an accompanying USB cable for charging external mobile devices. Apple earlier had products spared from duties including the Apple Watch and AirPods, while the iPhone, the company's core product, has not yet been significantly impacted. Trump slapped tariffs on $250 billion in Chinese goods last year, launching a trade war over long-standing US allegations of unfair economic practices, including the theft of American intellectual property. After the president threatened to impose tariffs on an additional $300 billion in Chinese goods, Apple said in a letter last month that they would affect nearly all major Apple products and reduce the company's contribution to the economy. Those additional tariffs have not been imposed yet. The administration has previously promised relief if companies can show that parts of products can only be obtained in China are not strategically important to Chinese industrial programs, or that the duties would cause severe economic harm. Apple shares dipped briefly following the tweet and mostly recover. They were up less than 1% at 10:16 a.m. in New York. The US President Donald Trump has warned Apple to either make in America or pay tariff. President Trump tweeted Apple will not be given tariff waivers or relief for Mac Pro parts that are made in China. Make them in the US, not tariffs. This warning comes after Apple recently made headlines that it is shifting the production of the new launched Mac Pro desktop range to China. Donald Trump tweeted that Apple will not be given tariff waivers or relief for Mac Pro parts that are made in China. Make them in the USA, not tariffs. This is not the first time that President Trump has suggested Apple to shift its production from China to back home. Amidst the ongoing US-China trade war, President Trump last month had tweeted Apple prices prices may increase because of the massive tariffs we may be imposing on China, but there is an easy solution where there would be zero tax and indeed a tax incentive. In another tweet earlier, he said, make your products in the United States instead of China. Start building new plants now. Exciting. Apple manufactures its iPhones and iPads in China, and it is only the Mac range that is being assembled in Austin, Texas. As far as the production of the new Mac Pro computers are concerned, Apple has tapped Taiwanese contractor Quanta Computer to manufacture the $6,000 desktop computer and is ramping up production at a factory near Shanghai. The Apple spokesperson said that the new Mac Pro is designed and engineered in the US and includes US made components. So dear friends, this is all about the threats given by the President Trump to the Apple company. Write your opinion in the comment section of this tech news, which is very important to us. So if you enjoy this video, please like it, share, comment, and also subscribe my channel for getting latest upcoming technology based latest information first. So dear friends, let's meet in another video. Thank you very much.